Thank you for joining me here at Picnic Basket. This is going to be an exciting interview. I'm talking with Kathy Dreiling, co-owner of Picnic Basket. Kathy, you have a lot of interesting stories, I'm sure.
But I promised I'd keep it clean.
Okay. Right? So, catering is not that simple. And what is the first thing that we should think about?
Well, we're off-premise caterers.
Okay.
Kind of a different breed. There are on-premise caterers like banquet halls and hotels and facilities, large halls that have their own catering or food service. So the difference between an on-premise caterer and an off-premise caterer is that we go to wherever you want to be. Okay. So sometimes the first consideration when building your vision about what you want this event to be is to figure out where it's going to be. Some people are fine with a banquet hall, and sometimes those rooms hold very large groups of people. And in our city, Colorado Springs, some of the hotels do have some of the largest rooms that can accommodate 200 to 300, 400, 500 people more easily than a lot of more intimate, or shall we say interesting or artistic venues. But when you decide where you're going to have your event, then you need to really be thinking about, is this formal? Do I really want to put on a gala presence? Do I want people to feel very comfortable?
What kind of budget do I have?
Well, oh yeah, that. That's probably a consideration somewhere down the line.
Right.
But, the important thing is that you have a vision about how you want people to feel and how much fun you want them to have. And when you get that together, then we're here to help you achieve the parts and pieces of whether it be linens, tables, chairs. There's millions of colors and shapes and sizes and genres and rentals, from table linen to glassware to china to stainless, all different patterns and designs.
Yeah. And what kind of food? And do they get to take? Can they taste test it?
We do. We have tastings. We set up tastings, especially for weddings.
Yeah.
And also for large corporate events, very important, significant corporate events.
Right.
We schedule tastings sometimes for the board of a group for a large event, or for usually the mother and daughter, and maybe the fiance for a wedding. We've had as many as 10 people in the room. I think that gets a little complicated.
So they get to figure out what kind of food and stay within that budget.
Right.
And then what the colors and all of that is, what all those things are.
Right, right. And whether they want it to be outside or inside, if they want it to be heavy hors d'oeuvres, or a dinner, a plated dinner.
Or whether they bring alcohol, or whether the caterer brings the alcohol, right?
Right. Now, in the state of Colorado, one consideration, and this is interesting as well, we don't make a penny on alcohol here because you have to be a liquor store to be able to deliver to an event that's off-premise. So when you're considering buying your own, which this is a military town, so there are a lot of people that can shop on base. The thing that you have to remember is to ask the store or wherever you're doing your shopping, can I return anything that's unopened, an unbroken six-pack or a wine bottle with the foil on it? That's huge.
And speaking of returns, you need to know whether if the caterer has to cancel, is there a refund, or if you have to cancel, if there's any way to get any money back. They need to know all the money aspects. So when you wrap that all together, you've got the complete picture. So there's a lot to consider. And I know it's a fascinating business to be in, and I appreciate you talking.
Never a dull day.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Carol.